Everybody loves dads, stories, and the Marine Corps. What could be better than Marine Corps dads who tell stories? Here's another story with veteran storyteller John Sugar Jr., a Marine Corps dad.
Tonight, we're going to tell the story of the Bobcats versus the Billy Goats. Bobcats, Billy Goats. Once upon a time, there was a bunch of Bobcats and a bunch of Billy Goats. And they hated each other. And they lived in the mountains, the Smoky Mountains, which is why you've never seen them. And in the Smoky Mountains, they would take their rifles and shoot at each other. The Bobcats would go, meow, and the Billy Goats would go, meh, just shooting over and over and over again, trying to kill the other side. Well, what none of them knew was that a young Bobcat named Bobina and a young Billy Goat named Billy fell in love. And Bobina saw Billy and she said, I like his horns. And Billy saw Bobina. He's like, her fur is awesome. And the two of them started holding hands. I have to say hands because Bobina had a paw and Billy had a hoof. So it was a little awkward, but they figured it out. And they would sneak out at night and they would hold hands under the moon. And Billy would say, meh. And she would say, meow. And they were in love. And one night, they decided to have a forbidden wedding. They were going to get married. And so, Billy sneaked away. It's hard for a goat to sneak because they got the little hoofs. And Bobina, she sneaked away. It was really easy for her because she was a cat. And they sneaked into the forest where a chipmunk was going to marry them in secret. And so the chipmunk looked at Bobina and said, do you? And she said, I do. And looked at Billy Goat and said, do you? And Billy said, I do. And the chipmunk says, well, if anyone objects, I object. And from out of the woods they came. All the Bobcats, and they had all their guns. And on the other side came all the Billy Goats. And they all had all their guns. And they were all pointing them at everybody. And the Bobcat patriarch, meaning the daddy of the Bobcat clan, said, Bobina, what are you doing? And the Billy Goat patriarch on the other side said, Billy, what are you doing? And they said, we're in love, and we want to get married. We want to hold hands and kiss on the lips. And the Bobcat said, and the Billy Goat said, meh. Where I was like, oh, this is not good. This is not a good situation. And so, do you know what happened? The moms came in and said, everybody put those guns away. This is a wedding. And all the moms came out and made all of the dads put all their guns away. And so they all had to sit down. And made them sit down as the two of them got married. And so Billy married Bobina. Because the moms made all the dads sit down and stop shooting at each other. The the end.
What?
That was another story with John Sugar Jr., a Marine Corps dad. Check the show notes for links to his Patreon and website at creativegrumbles.com.